You can build furniture that looks like it came from an expensive store, create projects your family will be proud to show off, and even make money with woodworking without spending years learning complicated techniques or filling your garage with expensive machines. Most beginners never discover why some people succeed so quickly while others give up after a few frustrating weekends. The answer has almost nothing to do with talent. Every year, thousands of people decide they want to start woodworking. They watch videos. They save project ideas. They imagine building shelves, tables, gifts, and beautiful furniture for their homes. Then reality hits. They walk into a hardware store and suddenly feel lost. There are dozens of types of wood, hundreds of screws, rows of tools they have never heard of, measurements, cuts, joints, finishes, and techniques that seem impossible to understand. That excitement quickly turns into hesitation, and hesitation turns into inaction. Most people never fail at woodworking. They fail to start woodworking. The biggest lie beginners tell themselves is that they need more time, more tools, more money, or more experience before they can begin. The truth is much simpler. They need direction. Imagine trying to assemble a 1,000-piece puzzle without seeing the picture on the box. You might eventually finish it, but it would take far longer, create unnecessary frustration, and make the entire experience much harder than it needs to be. That is exactly what woodworking feels like without a plan. A woodworking plan is more than a drawing. It tells you exactly what materials to buy, exactly how much wood you need, exactly what size every piece should be, exactly how everything fits together. Instead of guessing, you build. Instead of worrying, you learn. Instead of wasting weekends fixing mistakes, you spend that time improving your skills. That single difference changes everything. The reason experienced woodworkers appear so confident is not because they know every answer. It is because they remove uncertainty before they make the first cut. Beginners often make the opposite mistake. They choose projects that are far too difficult. A beautiful dining table on social media convinces them that bigger means better. 3 weeks later, the project sits unfinished in the garage. The excitement disappears. The tools collect dust. The dream quietly fades away. The problem was never ability. The problem was trying to run before learning to walk. A simple floating shelf can teach measuring, cutting, assembly, sanding, and finishing. A planter box teaches alignment and outdoor construction. A serving tray teaches precision and attention to detail. Small projects create wins. Wins create confidence. Confidence creates momentum. Momentum changes hobbies into skills. And skills eventually create opportunities most beginners never expected. Because something interesting happens when you build your first successful project. People notice. Family members ask where you bought it. Friends ask if you can make one for them. Neighbors start asking questions. Suddenly, a hobby starts looking a lot like a side business. A simple shelf that costs $20 in materials may sell for $100 or more. A handmade bench can sell for several times the cost of the wood. Personalized signs, plant stands, decorative trays, and storage solutions continue selling every single day because people love products that feel personal and handmade. Mass-produced products are everywhere. Craftsmanship is becoming rare. That creates opportunity. But none of that happens if frustration wins early. And frustration usually comes from mistakes that could have been avoided. Buying the wrong materials. Cutting the wrong dimensions. Forgetting parts. Using the wrong order of assembly. Ruining expensive lumber because of a simple measurement error. Every woodworker has stories like these. The difference is that experienced builders learned from them years ago. Beginners are still trying to survive them. That is why planning matters so much. Measure twice. Cut once. Those 3 words have saved woodworkers millions of dollars and countless hours of frustration. Wood cannot be uncut. A mistake that takes 3 seconds to make may take 3 hours to fix. Sometimes it cannot be fixed at all. That is why having a proven plan before starting is often the difference between pride and disappointment. Another mistake beginners make is believing they need expensive equipment. The internet loves showing giant workshops full of industrial machines. That is not reality for most people. Some incredible projects are built with a drill, a circular saw, clamps, a sander, and a tape measure. Skill matters more than equipment. Knowledge matters more than equipment. Direction matters more than equipment. The best woodworker in a small garage will outperform an unprepared beginner standing inside $1 million workshop. That is good news, because it means almost anyone can start. The only question is whether they actually will. 5 years from now, there will be 2 kinds of people watching videos like this. The first group will still be researching, still waiting for more money, still waiting for more space, still waiting for the perfect moment. The second group will have shelves on their walls, furniture in their homes, projects in their workshops, skills they never imagined having. Some may even have businesses that started with a single project. The difference between those 2 groups will not be talent. It will be action. Every expert woodworker was once a beginner staring at a pile of lumber wondering where to start. Every expert made crooked cuts. Every expert ruined boards. Every expert made expensive mistakes. Experience is not built by avoiding mistakes. Experience is built by surviving them and continuing anyway. The beautiful thing about woodworking is that every project gives something back. Sometimes it gives you furniture. Sometimes it gives you confidence. Sometimes it gives you a lesson that improves every project you build afterward. Progress compounds. 1 project becomes 3. 3 become 10. 10 become skills that once seemed impossible. That journey starts with one decision. Build something. Anything. Start small. Finish it. Then build again. If you want to dramatically shorten the learning curve and avoid many of the mistakes that cause beginners to quit, there is a resource in the description that gives access to thousands of proven woodworking plans covering everything from simple beginner projects to advanced furniture builds. Instead of spending hours searching for ideas, guessing dimensions, or trying to design projects from scratch, you can simply choose a project that matches your skill level and start building. Thousands of woodworkers have used ready-made plans to save time, avoid costly mistakes, and build projects they once believed were beyond their abilities. The fastest way to become a better woodworker is not buying more tools. It is building more projects. The faster you move from watching to building, the faster your skills grow. Take a look at the link in the description if you want to see what is possible when the guesswork disappears and the building finally begins. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel for more woodworking ideas, practical tips, project inspiration, and strategies to help you build faster, smarter, and with more confidence. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.